The casting for the 1976 film The Next Man involved a careful selection process. Actors were chosen based on their ability to bring the characters to life. Auditions were held to find the right fit for each role, with actors reading lines and performing scenes. Chemistry tests were also important to see how actors worked together on screen. These tests helped the director and producers see which actors could best tell the story. Key moments in casting came when actors connected deeply with their characters, showing they could carry the film's emotional weight. The team looked for actors who could understand and portray the complex relationships and themes of the movie. In the 1976 film, The Next Man, the director used a straightforward and clear style to tell the story. They were inspired by real-world political events and personal stories of leadership and courage. The director worked closely with actors to ensure they could bring their characters to life in a believable way. They also worked with the crew to create a setting that felt real and matched the time period of the story. The film aimed to make the audience think about the issues it presented and feel connected to the characters. The director's leadership helped everyone involved to share a common vision and contribute their best work to the film. The Next Man, a film from 1976, is a thrilling tale of politics and suspense. It stars Sean Connery, who delivers a powerful performance that many still remember fondly. The movie takes you on a journey filled with unexpected twists, where loyalty and betrayal go hand in hand. As you watch, you'll find moments that will make you laugh, gasp, and maybe even shed a tear. Now, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. Who was your favorite actor in this classic film? Was it Sean Connery or someone else? And was there a scene that left a strong impression on you? We're also curious about your personal connection to The Next Man. What's your most treasured memory related to this movie? Share your stories and memories with us in the comments. We're eager to read about your experiences. The 1976 movie, The Next Man, focused on creating a realistic and engaging world for its story. Set design was crucial, with careful attention to detail to reflect the film's setting and era. Filming took place in various locations, including bustling cities and quiet, scenic spots, which meant moving the cast, crew, and equipment from place to place. This movement was one of the biggest challenges, requiring careful planning and coordination. The production team used new filming techniques to capture scenes from different angles, making the movie feel more dynamic and alive. They also employed emerging technologies of the time, such as advanced camera equipment, to enhance the visual experience. These efforts combined to bring the film's vision to life, overcoming obstacles to deliver a compelling story to the audience. The film The Next Man, released before the historic Camp David Accords, surprisingly anticipates future events. It stars Sean Connery as an Arab leader who, despite facing significant opposition, strives to forge peace with Israel. This role came during a time when Connery was exploring various roles after his James Bond era. The movie, while not groundbreaking, serves as an effective thriller that showcases Connery's ability to portray complex characters. Its foresight is notable, considering it came out years before real-world events unfolded in a similar fashion. The film stands as a testament to the unpredictable nature of art imitating life. The music for the film, The Next Man, was carefully crafted to match the story and the feelings it aims to convey. The score, created by composers and musicians, supports the film's scenes and helps express the characters' emotions without using words. It guides the audience through the journey, enhancing the viewing experience. The music is like an unseen character that plays a crucial role in telling the story. It can make scenes more tense, joyful, or sad, depending on the notes and instruments used. The people who made the music worked closely with the director to make sure the music fit well with the film's vision and message. They used different styles and rhythms to match the time period and locations shown in the movie. The soundtrack of The Next Man is not just background music, it is an essential part of the film that helps bring the story to life. Cornelia Sharpe took on her first leading role as Nicole Scott, marking a significant step in her acting career. Meanwhile, Lance Henriksen, who later became known for his diverse roles, was admired by the Irish electronica group Machines of Love, inspiring them to dedicate a song to him. His acting skills were recognized early on, as he was in the running for the role of Don Rafael Montero in the 1998 film The Mask of Zorro. The 1976 film, The Next Man, features several powerful scenes that stand out for their direction, acting, and camera work. One notable scene is the assassination attempt in the desert. The director uses wide shots to show the isolation of the characters, creating a sense of tension. The actors convey fear and determination without words, their expressions and movements telling the story. The camera moves slowly, building suspense as viewers wait for the inevitable. This scene leaves audiences feeling the characters' desperation and the harsh reality of their world. Comments from the filmmakers reveal they wanted to capture the raw emotion of survival, which they achieved through minimal dialogue and strong visual storytelling. Actors have shared that this scene was challenging but rewarding, as it pushed them to rely on physical acting skills. This approach made the scene memorable and powerful, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. In a notable turn of events, a film released in the mid-1970s eerily preceded a significant political event, the tragic death of a key figure in Egypt. The film's release came half a decade before this unforeseen incident. In another interesting fact, Sean Connery, a well-known actor, passed up a major role in a popular fantasy film series. His decision was based on the lengthy filming schedule abroad and his difficulty in understanding the source material. This choice resulted in a substantial financial loss for him, estimated in the hundreds of millions. Additionally, Lance Henriksen holds the unique distinction of portraying the same character across two different television series, joining a small group of actors who have achieved this crossover. The 1976 film, The Next Man, had a significant effect on society and culture. It showed a story that made people think about peace and understanding between nations. The movie made viewers consider the importance of leaders who want to bring countries together. It also touched on themes of love and betrayal, which are common in human experiences. The film did not become very famous, but it did make some people talk about these serious topics. It was a movie that tried to show a hopeful future where people from different places could get along. In the film, viewers wait for a significant amount of time before the appearance of Sean Connery, as his character is introduced only after the first 18 minutes. This choice in storytelling highlights other elements of the plot before bringing in the main actor. Connery's collaboration with Adolfo Celi, known from their earlier work in Thunderball, is not revisited in this film. However, Connery's frequent partnership with director Sidney Lumet is notable, having worked together on several successful projects including The Hill, The Anderson Tapes, The Offense, Murder on the Orient Express, and later Family Business. These collaborations showcase a recurring professional relationship that spanned decades, reflecting a trusted actor-director dynamic. The 1976 film, The Next Man, received a mixed response from critics and audiences. While some praised the film for its storytelling and performances, others found it less engaging. It did not secure major awards or nominations, which often serve as a measure of success in the film industry. For those involved in the film, recognition through awards can boost careers, open doors to new opportunities, and provide a sense of achievement. However, the lack of awards does not necessarily diminish the hard work and talent that went into creating the film. The Next Man remains a part of the actors' and crew's professional journey, contributing to their growth and experience in the industry. In his career, Sean Connery embraced his natural aging process and chose not to wear a hairpiece for his role. This choice was reflected in the promotional materials, where his silhouette was used to conceal his hair loss. Connery, known for his diverse roles, never starred in a James Bond film featuring skiing scenes, which became a signature for several other actors who took on the iconic role. Despite this, Connery's charm was recognized worldwide, earning him the title of Sexiest Man Alive by a popular magazine in the late 1980s. During the filming of The Next Man in 1976, the cast and crew faced unique challenges. They filmed in various locations, including bustling cities and quiet deserts. The lead actor had to learn fencing, which was not common for actors at that time. The director wanted authentic reactions, so many scenes were shot with hidden cameras. This approach led to genuine surprise and confusion from the actors, which added to the film's feel. The crew also had to deal with unexpected weather changes, which once caused a major sandstorm during a critical scene. Despite these hurdles, the team worked together to create a memorable movie experience. Sean Connery, known for his role in Macbeth, had aspirations to bring the classic play to the big screen. However, his plans were halted due to another Macbeth film released in the early 1970s. Diane Peterson made her first appearance in film alongside Connery, marking the start of her acting career. Years later, Connery's legacy was honored at Pinewood Studios, where a new stage was dedicated to him on his would-be 92nd birthday, celebrating his contributions to cinema. The 1976 film, The Next Man, had a significant role in film history. It was one of the early movies to blend political intrigue with a romantic plot, setting a trend for similar movies in the future. Its style influenced directors and writers to explore complex stories that appeal to a wide audience. The film also inspired other works that mix love stories with political drama, showing that movies can entertain and make people think at the same time. The Next Man showed that films could tackle serious topics while still providing an engaging story, influencing many movies that came after it. Fans have speculated that Sean Connery's role as Captain John Patrick Mason in The Rock was more than it seemed. They suggest Mason was actually a cover for his most famous character, James Bond, citing his British intelligence training as evidence. Despite the film's reference to Mason being part of the British SAS, fans argue that Bond often operates under aliases. Connery's dialogue in The Rock also nods to his time as Bond, echoing lines from his earlier films. In 2002, Connery's voice was recognized as the most attractive among male celebrities, according to a survey. His voice, along with Kylie Minogue's, who led the female category, was chosen for its appeal. Connery's busy schedule with Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade led to him turning down the role of Sybok in Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. The film paid homage to him with the phrase Shah Kari, a twist on his name. In his first major film project, composer Michael Kamen took on the challenge of creating the musical score. Despite his inexperience and a significant oversight in not securing a conductor for the orchestral recording, he succeeded with the help of a cellist who advised him to follow his foot movements to keep time. Lance Henriksen, known for his strong screen presence, had a role specifically crafted for him years later in the television series Millennium, reflecting the lasting impression of his earlier performances. Additionally, the film features scenes with the iconic Twin Towers of New York City's World Trade Center, providing a glimpse into the city's skyline as it stood during that era. In the world of film and television, actors often cross paths in unexpected ways. Sean Connery, known for his role as James Bond, was nearly part of a memorable moment in the film Skyfall. The filmmakers considered bringing him back for a cameo that would have surely surprised fans. However, they ultimately chose Albert Finney for the part, believing Connery's presence might overshadow the scene. Connery also reprised a role from a previous film, something he rarely did outside of his Bond character. He returned as Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez in 2 Highlander films, showing his ability to create a lasting character. Meanwhile, Lance Henriksen, a familiar face in the industry, shares a strong visual similarity with Stephen McHattie. This resemblance led to them portraying twin brothers in an episode of Beauty and the Beast, showcasing the interesting connections and dualities that can occur in casting within Hollywood. Sean Connery, celebrated for his roles in The Hill and Goldfinger, received the Variety Club of Great Britain's Film Actor Award in 1965. Years later, his star power was affirmed when he was named among the top movie stars of all time. In a unique touch to the film in question, actress Cornelia Sharpe brought a personal element to her role by wearing her own wardrobe during production. Marking the end of an era, this film was the last to be produced by Artist Entertainment Complex. Sean Connery, known for his role as James Bond, reached the peak of his fame with the success of Goldfinger and Thunderball, becoming the top box office star in America in 1965. His talent was recognized beyond the Bond series, as he was one of 4 Scottish actors to be nominated for an Academy Award and the only one to win for his role in The Untouchables. In the final years of his acting career, Sean Connery expressed a preference for 2 films he starred in during the 1990s, The Rock and Entrapment. However, he was not pleased with his involvement in The Avengers. Lance Henriksen was once in the running to play Commander William Decker in Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Jerry Goldsmith, a composer known for his distinctive ponytail, frequently collaborated with Connery, scoring 7 of his films, excluding the James Bond series. These films include Ransom, The Wind, and The Lion, The Great Train Robbery, Outland, The Russia House, and Medicine Man. In a nod to Goldsmith, Connery's character in Medicine Man sports a ponytail. If you remember watching The Next Man in 1976, we want to hear from you. Your stories and memories about this film are valuable to us. Did it change the way you see movies? Maybe it left a strong impression on you. Share your thoughts with us and join the conversation. Your input helps keep the love for classic films alive. If you enjoy our content, please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more discussions on the great movies of the past. Your participation makes our community stronger. Thank you for being a part of our journey through film history.